travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation. Cool, well, welcome back, everybody. Shall we kick off?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, in our last session, we saw our party leave the Shilku outpost and head into the deep jungle without a guide. They encountered flying snakes, killer entangling vines, and a little bunny with a horn on its head. And a group of bedraggled Chultans, 3 adults and 4 children, pushing a broken cart through the jungle. Initially, the group were unable to understand the Chultan language until Vargo stepped in, using magic to translate. The elder of the group, who only had eyes for dusted coal, referring to the tabaxi as a salted one, explained that they were fleeing an Arakocra attack on their village and that they were the last survivors. Our party helped repair the broken cart, fed the refugees, and left them as they continued their journey toward Omu. And this is where we pick up. You watched as the Chultans disappeared southwards into the jungle, cart repaired and fed. Lunan, you turned back to navigating northwards. And as you do, you notice the refugees have left a path through the jungle, which is roughly the same direction that you're heading in. Do you wish to use this path and save yourself some time passing through the jungle, or do you plan to hack your own way?
Lunan is lazy. Yeah, we'll follow the path.
Okay. The going is much easier as you follow the path left by the refugees. Hardly any chopping of the jungle is required, and after a few hours, the fog and the mist around you disappear as the afternoon grows hotter. You look up and you realize it's well past noon. Probably time for a quick break. You have 4 small birds that you've captured in the morning. Do you wish to break camp, cook them now, and have a proper short rest, or have some rations and then wait until the evening to cook them?
We are rested, aren't we?
Yeah, I'd say wait until the evening.
Isn't it better to have a fire now in the day and
Oh, that's
not
probably true, actually.
lure people to us in the middle of the night?
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Solid logic.
Alright, who's going to cook and prepare the birds?
Well, I've done my part, so.
I honestly wanted Dustin to do this.
Yeah, I can try, but she's not very good at cooking.
Lunan can help. If it's just to gut them and put them over the fire, should be doable.
So then, Yelena, why don't you explain to us how you're going to prepare these birds?
They currently still have their feathers.
Mm-hmm.
She'll
Straight into the fire.
Yeah, probably. No, even she knows that you don't do that, okay? She's gonna pluck the feathers, then she'll wash the bird with whatever they have to wash it, probably some water. And then, with Lunan's help, because she hasn't had to do it that much, she's gonna gut the bird.
Alright.
And then shove it on a stick and put it over the fire.
Give us a survival check with advantage as you set about trying to prepare these birds.
I have no bonus in survival. This is gonna be good.
I want you to fail so bad. I want the image of Yerlena.
Food poisoning.
I want the image of Yerlena throwing the bird into the fire.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
17.
Alright. As you said about preparing the fowl feast in front of you. Oh, see what I did there. Who's going to set about building the fire?
Mm, can probably
You're
do
the
that.
fire sorcerer, Barris.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Anyone going to help you?
Don't know.
Give us a survival check then, would you please?
All right.
You set about trying to light flint and tinder to the ground and realize, hang on, a fire requires some wood. So you head into the jungle and you come back with some green leaves and branches, and it still doesn't take. For some reason, you just can't seem to start this fire at all. Yelena's about ready with the birds. Turns around and you realize.
Dustin's gonna snap over his brooding and try to help Valrus
Alright, give us a survival check
with
then,
the
would you?
fire. Oh, I should do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is actually something I'm good at.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
Dustin manages to saunter over and look at you and he's like, dude, you actually need twigs to start a fire? Doesn't take a genius. Dustin runs off, sees a couple of twigs and breaks a couple of branches together, and in your frustration you just cast Firebolt on them and a roaring fire in the middle of the jungle. Okay. Yelena brings over the little fowl, the birds, and set about to cook in. It takes about a half an hour. The aroma starts to get your mouth salivating as you all stand around the fire, rubbing your hands together, waiting for food. And Yelena does a pretty good job with the 17 as well.
Hell yeah.
By the end of the meal, you're all fully satiated, you've drunk your water, full on short rest taken advantage of, and you're ready to crack on whenever you are.
Alright, let's pack it up. Which direction is it, Lonan?
We just follow the track. Do the tracks still go the right direction, to my knowledge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They
We
look
just
like they're
follow the
heading in the
tracks more or
direction you
less.
need to go, so more or less, yeah, you follow the tracks. Bellies full, you continue onwards, following the path through the jungle. And a few
We
hours.
should just keep an eye open for the Aarakocra, so keep an eye upwards.
Okay, so we've got Vargo and Yelena who are on watch for the marching. Go ahead and roll some perception checks for me, please.
19.
Nice.
Nicer.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Wow. The afternoon passes by uneventfully. After a few hours of marching through the jungle following the path, the skies begin to grow darker as the sun starts to dip below the horizon. There are no clouds in the sky at all, and the stars are twinkling as they slowly come out to play. But the jungle canopy above is still quite thick. You slowly press onwards as it gets ever darker, and eventually, Lunan, you realize it's probably a little bit too dark now for Vargo to continue, which is generally about the time that you break camp. Would you like to make camp now, or would you prefer to press on through the night?
I will find a suitable spot to set up a bit off the track.
Okay. It's not a problem. Pretty simple. You manage to find yourselves a place to set up camp, nestling under one of the big trees. Right, I assume that you guys are going to do the same watch as before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
As you set up camp, you finish off the leftover birds. Yelena, you're always on second watch, aren't you? It's Lunan
I
on
think so,
first.
yeah.
All right, in which case Lunan give us a perception, and then Yelena the first and second half of the watch, the night. Okay. Lunan, your watch passes uneventfully. A couple of insects and bugs are attracted to the camp, but other than that, nothing in particular manages to worry you. Yelena, your watch goes by. There's nothing that catches your interest at all. Nothing sets your alarm off. And you have a rather pleasant watch. Slowly in the morning, the sun begins to rise. And still, nothing seems to grab your interest. It seems relatively peaceful, just off the beaten track. So, the next morning, you all get up and breaking camp. I assume you set off in search of your destination ahead? Alright, let's get some rolls, please. From everybody. Lunan, survival, Dustin and Valorous survival, Vargo and Yelena perception, please.
By the way, DM, not that it matters, but I'm updating the commission of the vision goggles, which with every day that passes.
That's fine. I've got in my Chilton calendar the date that they're ready, so
Nice.
I already know when they're ready.
16.
16 is good. So, Lunan, 18 survival check. Dusted, 11. Valrus, okay. Yelena and Vargo. Alright, cool. Dusted, you're foraging, in the morning up until lunchtime, scooting about. You don't actually manage to find anything. Valrus, I need you to roll a d6 for me, please.
Five.
Okay. So, breaking camp, you set off and you head across the tracks in the direction from where the villagers came. The morning is hot. The heat from the rising sun already begins to warm the air around you before the sun is even fully up above the horizon. You set to following the path, and after about 3 hours of moving quickly through the beaten path, Valrus, just something big and yellow hanging off some branches catches your attention as you're moving through the bush and the brush. You recognize them as the camu fruit that you previously encountered on your way up to Fort Beluarian. They're about the size of your fist. They're the orange fruits, tart citrus fruit with very high in vitamin C. You know these to be very good. Can you roll 2d4 for me, please?
Yes, I can.
As you move towards the
2 and
tree,
a 3.
you manage to find 5 of them, which turns out to be one for each of you.
Whoop.
Slightly having to climb up the tree and reaching the branches, you manage to pull down the camu fruits, and you return back to the party with your treasure. Do you decide to hand them out?
Yep. Found some food. And I hand one to everyone.
Thanks very much.
This isn't too bad, I suppose.
Just gonna ignore this comment.
What do you mean? He found food and it's great.
He's not too bad. It doesn't beat a hot meal, but it is better than rations.
You can always set it over a fire and cook it, I'm sure.
I wonder what it would be like if you did that. Would it just turn into goop?
Only one way to find out.
Why don't you do it with yours?
Not feeling hot food right now. Especially under the sun.
I see. Then it will have to wait for another day.
Lunan, can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Well, only.
Okay. Your passive perception, whilst you're busy taking the fruit from Valrus and hardly paying any attention to the conversation taking place, you've noticed over the last half an hour or so that the jungle has slowly started to thin out a little bit. The ground that you've been treading on, the path that you've been following, appears as if there are no roots or vines growing across the path, almost as if it has been either well travelled or well kept. And you can see the path now clearly heading ahead in towards a cluster of trees, where it then turns to the left about 200 feet ahead. Do you carry on?
I am not sure. So it's a clearing and then goes into trees again as it turns, if I understood you correct.
The path is slightly windy. It looks like now you've come this far, it has been well travelled. It's definitely leading to somewhere, and the way that the trees have thinned out over the last half an hour leads you to believe that just around the corner could be a clearing up ahead, yes.
So if we wouldn't follow the path now and go, let's say, 30 feet in parallel, it wouldn't be too tricky to pick that path instead.
You could take 30 feet and run parallel to the path without too much problems, yes. You could probably make your way through without having to hack any bushes as well.
Yeah, I would like us to do that, just so we keep some sort of light cover around us.
Okay.
And I will also try to tell them to follow my path approximately, and tell them I will go ahead a bit. I will try to sneak, so you don't have to walk too fast, but just scout ahead a bit to see how it's going here.
Okay.
Alright, good luck.
So you're going to take it slowly, or are you actually going to attempt to stealthily move through the jungle?
I'm gonna try to stealthily move, and I think I have some sort of feature, but maybe not. 1 second, let me check. Probably not. The Mask of the Wild, you can. No, that's not relevant now, but I have this feature. It's kind of a fun one. But it's not relevant now.
All right.
But yeah, I want to kind of move kind of semi-stealthily ahead. Like stealthily ahead.
And then roll a stealth check for me as you move ahead through the jungle, 30 feet parallel to the path, towards what you assume to be a clearing up ahead.
I'm not very stealthy.
All right. You go heading through. How far ahead are you traveling?
I
How
try to
long?
be. I try to be like 50 feet ahead of the others,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, so I still can keep an eye on them. But because I'm constantly turning around trying to look for them, I kind of become pretty obvious myself.
You step on a couple of branches and twigs and go snap and crack, and you can see one or two of them behind you, like cringing a bit as you try and make your way through the jungle stealthily. Um, about 50 feet later, you can see the tops of the trees beginning to thin out a little bit more. Um, it's difficult to see through, but with your passive perception, you can make out maybe 100 feet ahead. Um, Almost like a small structure or a hut that is backed into the undergrowth. Trees surrounding it, and beyond that, you can see a bright light, which leads you to believe there's a clearing beyond. From where you are, above the jungle noise, you don't pick up any additional sounds.
I'm waving the others to follow and move forward a bit myself.
Still going slowly.
Yeah.
Alright, you continue for about 100 feet as you move slowly through the jungle. And then you get to a large palm tree, and maybe 20 feet ahead of you, you notice there is indeed a clearing that has opened up. You can't quite see past the foliage in front of you, but on the other side of the clearing, you can see a tall structure surrounded by some trees and a little grass hut in front of you. There seems to be another one or two on the other side of the clearing.
A hut in front of me, a clearing, and then another two huts.
On the other side of the clearing, yeah.
How far away are those?
The clearing is about 100 foot deep.
Do I notice any movements?
Not from where you are, no. You can roll a perception check if you want, another one.
Sure.
But if you want to be 100% certain, you would have to sneak up to the edge of the hut and peer through some of the foliage. Oh, okay, from here you definitely don't see any movement at all. It's difficult to make out too much detail, but from where you are, you don't see anything moving between the trees and the bushes.
I will wait for the others to catch up where I'm at now.
Okay. You slowly wait for the others to catch up, and indeed they do come crunching and crashing through the brush, the undergrowth, to reach
And
you.
when I see that they see me, I will try to get them to sneak up, like waving and like waving with my hands, kind of the downward movements with my full hand to kind of slow down, sneak, move
Mm-hmm.
closer to the ground.
Okay. Everyone else, as you reach Lunan through the brush, he's almost trying to use his hands to make you crouch downwards.
Y'all and all try and sneak quietly.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, sneaking is a good idea.
Cool. Crouch a little bit lower.
Alright, let's all get a group stealth check going then.
I'll start us off with a critical success.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'll bring
Yes.
it down. I've had my crit now. I've got to have a bad one to even it out. Oh,
Yep.
no.
Oh, that's fine.
Not quite.
But
Oh.
Valerie did.
There we go. That's the natural one to our nat 20.
Alright, and Lunan, you get to roll again as well now.
It's okay. You tried.
A 9. Okay. Alright, as you all slowly gather together as a group, you move slowly through the brush, and 20 feet ahead of you, you can see what looks like the wooden back wall of a grass hut. It's almost like thin wooden reeds that have been lashed together with vines, stood upright. It's got a leafy grass roof on it. It's about 20 by 20 foot wide, big, and you're slowly moving up towards the back of it. You creep ever closer, listening and looking. There isn't anything that seems to grab your attention straight away, and as you pull up closer to the hut, beyond it, you can see a clearing. And the sight in the clearing that greets you is a gruesome one. There's a 100-foot square clearing that appears to have once been dominated by a water well in the center, which now lies broken and crumbling. The clearing itself is littered with bodies, humanoid bodies. From where you stand, you can see that the soil and the earth underneath them is blood-soaked. Brown patches of earth underneath all of them let you know that the earth has soaked up all the blood. The corpses themselves, from where you stand, appear to be picked clean. You can almost see pieces of flesh torn out of their bodies, as if a flock of vultures have been picking at them for days. The skin has been ripped apart, the clothes have been ripped. Some places you can see the bones in their arms and legs. As you stand looking into the clearing surrounding it, you see 5 leafy huts. In front of each of them, ransacked and broken furniture lies everywhere. To the north of the clearing is a mud and stone house nestled in amongst the palm leaves. And exiting the clearing are 2 paths, one to the northeast and one to the northwest. I've changed the map.
What do we do?
I would say that we find whoever did this and kill them.
There's about 11 bodies at least.
Not a murderer at all.
And we're standing just behind one of those huts. So this green thing is a hut.
Mm-hmm. It's the leafy roof of a hut, yes.
I suggest we go ahead. The place seems to be clear.
I'm not so sure. Let's check. Dustin, could you check inside the hut if there's a window on it?
On it.
Roll
Like the one right in front of us?
Mm-hmm.
Bustin's gonna swing that way around
Mm-hmm.
as far as he can north into the clearing, looking for a window.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
Nope, there is no window. There's not even a hut.
If you know how thatched roof is made, you know that they lash bundles of thatch together and then layer it on top of each other. The hut's walls are almost made similar to that. It is a round sort of a structure. From where you are, there are no windows, but there is some light that pierces through some of the bundles. You can almost grab your fingers to try and pull through to peek in, but with that roll, you don't see any light streaming in and you can't see any features inside at all.
Well, empty.
Well,
Apparently.
They're just
I think
regular
even with that
human-sized
roll,
huts.
yeah. And Dustin's gonna do something very stupid because he cannot see any windows.
Mm-hmm.
Make a
Uh,
window.
well, he's gonna go out in front and try to find a door or an entrance, which
Okay.
brings him out in the open.
As you pull out into the open, you can actually see that the front entrance, there is no door. There is just a big hole in the front of the hut, which serves as a doorway.
Yeah. Is it empty in there? From what I can see, obviously.
It is empty in there. There's a body lying inside the hut, which is obviously dead. There's broken furniture. Everything seems to have been either ransacked or there's some sort of a struggle from the inside, but that's all that you can see from here.
Seems clear enough. Dustin speaks up. But all these corpses, I mean, I'd half expect some of them to come alive any second.
Did you say that out loud?
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, he is so convinced there's nobody here except for these corpses.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we. It would be nice if we could have made a funeral pyre for them, but I don't want the attention.
Can I try to investigate some courses?
Roll a
Try to
medicine check
discern.
for me.
Alright. They are dead.
They are definitely corpses. It looks like they have been torn apart almost, but whether it's from a blade or from claws, you couldn't tell with that roll.
Can you repeat what's the thing in the middle? This thing?
That
Looks like a well.
A broken well, yeah.
It's a broken well.
I tried to look inside. Anything in the bottom?
The well seems to go down to where there would have been a clear water, but at the moment it's piled with bodies on the bottom.
Ooh,
Uh,
more inside here.
that's dangerous. That will poison the water supply.
These are all the huts that are nearby. There's
Probably
none like beyond the map.
Correct.
that is probably the point. Seeing as the others have mentioned that they think these things might come back, Yana is just gonna do a precautionary divine sense as she walks past some of the bodies.
Okay. Are you still standing south where the first hut is?
Yes, I should be stood mostly around, like, I guess these two, because, well, it's 60 foot, I think.
As you
So it
reach
can,
out,
it will get most of them anyway.
as you reach out your senses 60 feet around you, you don't sense anything undead or even evil.
That's good. She'll be quite happy with that, and she'll continue looking around.
What?
I will try to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you not think it might be likely that these people were killed by the evil Arakokra?
Lunan looks at the body in front of him. Does the wounds suggest beaks and claws?
Roll a medicine check for me, please. Okay. You're standing next to Yelena and you bend over and you take a look at some of the wounds. Indeed, it does look like a typical attack from either beaks or claws, but there are two things that stand out to you. You definitely notice that the flesh has been picked at and ripped off as if a vulture of some sort has torn the flesh from its bones. But what is even more surprising is that around each of the wounds there is a small, dark, burning laceration. that surrounds each of the tears in the flesh.
Wounds would definitely suggest it, but there's something odd with them. Look here. I pointed out.
I wonder
Something
what kind of thing could make that.
looks like it's infected almost, but they're dead. So
Can we
Uh,
tell from the clothing if the people actually lived here as well?
I don't know.
The
I don't-
roll a perception check for me.
Poison?
maybe or
16.
something more foul.
Acid.
The bodies here definitely are wearing the same clothes as the refugees wear.
Oh,
Fire, maybe.
Uh,
Aarakocra have magic, don't they?
Teacher was an Arcocra.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe
She still is.
they killed them with, I don't know, by throwing acid or whatever you do.
Is
Like-
this door openable, DM? I mean, can this door be open?
I don't know. It's intact and it's closed in front of you.
I will try to open it.
Okay. You put your hand to the door, and it's one of those doors that you need to push on to open it. It feels as if it's stuck.
I put my back into it.
Alright, roll a strength check for me.
Athletic strength
Well, yeah, sorry, athletics.
already. Let's see. Ooh, 20.
Wow. As you put your back and your shoulder into it, you give it a shove. And then another shove. There is definitely something lying in front of the door. And as you put your back and shove, you can... The door pushes open. The room inside, the light from the door shines into the room. The first thing that grabs your attention as you look inside, the furniture around the room is broken to pieces. There is a fireplace on the west wall. Two bodies, similar to the ones in the middle of the clearing, lie over there. The dinner table near the north wall is strewn with people who are lying slumped over the broken table, almost in the middle of their dinner or their breakfast, torn to pieces. There is a small corridor off to the right with bookcases that are battered, broken, and as you peek around the door, what really grabs your interest though, I want to reveal. What was blocking the door in the first instance is the sleeping form of an Aarakocra. From its claws and its beak and its eyes, black smoke slowly emanates from it. As it gets shoved against the bookcase and the door opens, it looks up and notices you and lets out a loud I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh boy, I am so far away. You're on your own.
we're 70 feet.
No,
It's still reasonable. It's
Not
two
if
rounds.
Dustin has
It
it.
looks really far.
Not if Dustin has any say in it.
Oh yeah, he's a fast boy.
Initiative.
Has been cleared again.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
cleared it, yeah. I should have cleared it the first time.
I got a 16. DM.
Alright.
And I got a 23.
Dusted 23. Vargo 16. Valrus, you got a 14. Do you want to roll again?
yes.
Yelena, you only got a
Yeah.
7. My goodness.
Yarlena, if that's okay, I'm gonna proceed to put your aura on.
Oh yeah. Go for it. She's too busy staring at the dead bodies and wondering about Aarakocra magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 1,
Miss
2,
Aarakocra attacking you from behind.
and Vargo, I'm going to put you just, well, mind you, you can stay over there. Okay.
No, it's okay. You can put me over there. It makes sense.
Okay.
The question is, did we see Aarakocra?
Well, you've certainly heard something. As you look up, you notice Vargo has pushed the door open and you've heard him grunting, and then as he looks about, you just hear the screaming cries of something bird-like from inside the house as it starts cawing. Dusted, you're the first one to hear it, and as you look towards there, you can see Vargo staring down at the ground, almost taking a step back.
Asha, are you okay? And before Vargo even gets a chance to speak, Dustin has already activated feline agility and moved with his movement speed. Oh, sorry. Pushed his way past Vargo and into the room with a dagger drawn, because I cannot get both of them out.
Lying on the ground, prone at your feet, is an Aarakocra that looks like it's about to start to rise. That's the first thing that greets you.
Dustin is gonna take the dodge action and try to sort of like cover Vargo in case they get hostile. He has no idea if they're hostile at this point.
Okay. Right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
In which case then, Vargo, it is down to you, followed by Lunan.
Feel free to wet this entire place.
Do they seem hostile at all?
Roll a perception or an insight check for me, whichever you...
I'm better at perception, but insight makes more sense, yeah. Let's do it. Hey, 19.
Right, looking down at the screaming Aarakocra on the ground, this charcoal-coloured smoke emanating from all of its paws and eyes and the blood-dried beak, it probably leads you to assume it is not
Alright.
friendly.
It's the blood on the pig that does it. Yeah, Vargo will use his turn to. Are those two Aarakocra in the back grounded at the moment?
Yeah, they are. Say.
Vargo will use his action then to cast web on them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like that.
Not one south?
Sorry? Didn't hear
I was
you.
joking, I said not one south?
Okay, so
And that will be my turn. I did it.
that's 20-foot cube, isn't it? So it reaches right up to the ceiling as well. So that entire area,
correct.
someone cannot even fly through it. Okay,
That's the one.
is that your go?
Yep.
Right, Lunan, from the distance, you hear a screaming caw from like an angry bird as Dusted goes charging towards Vargo, and then you recognize the signs that Vargo has just cast a spell inside the room.
Lunan will run 35 feet. The ruler is still. I think that's where it was. Yeah.
35 will get you to that body, yeah, round about there.
I measure. Good. And then, do I see the Aarakocra from where I am?
Not yet, because there is a door. He was lying against the door and Vargo pushed him up against the bookcase, so no.
Okay. In that case,
Can you use your bonus action to move some more?
no, I don't have a bonus action for movement, but potentially my action.
Oh yeah, sorry, your action.
I don't have many things to boost with active. So yeah, I will use my movement. I think that should do it. Do I see the other two inside now?
Yes, from there indeed you can see a web cast through. With your perception, your passive, yes, you can see them.
Okay, good. I will shout to the others. Arakokra, come and help.
Alright. Which brings us to Valrus.
He's gonna hear that, I suppose, and see. Actually, he's gonna go over there. Goes this square. And I don't remember if I cast Mage Armor, so I'm gonna cast that.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright. Which brings us up to the Arakokra then. So, the one behind the door is going to use its action to stand up, or half of its movement to get up, and it starts cawing loudly. I'm not going to scream like a bird. But this one only has one attack really, but having gotten up, he's not going to be able to use it. The other two are going to spend the turn waking up. Alright, which brings us to Yelena.
The other two have to make a saving throw. No, dexterity. In order to avoid being restrained by the web.
Let's roll for the first one. Oof.
This is 15. Yeah, that one does it.
And let's roll for the second one.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Actually,
Well done.
Better on the saving throws than
Yeah, exactly.
hitting the others.
They are quick on their feet.
I wasn't gonna roll until they actually started to get up and move, but hey, Yelena, it's
And it's okay.
She's gonna run by the well. I just needed to quickly check the range on. 'Cause I think I would be able to shoot the one by Dusted through the door, right? And it wouldn't get any cover.
Well, he's behind the door, so you can't see him yet.
Oh, he's behind the door. Oh, okay. If that's the case, then she will just spend her action to dash.
Okay.
So then she'll go here, and that'll be her turn.
Alright, so moving up to
Think.
where Lunan is, the two of you. Elf
Oh,
to elf.
actually, actually, she's gonna put Shield of Faith on Dusted.
Okay,
It's a bonus action,
that's a bonus action.
and it's a
Alright.
concentration
Okay,
for me. So there you go.
up to 10 minutes, so Dusted. Plus 2 AC.
Right. Concentration.
Dusted, that brings us up to you then.
Well, seeing how these creatures are apparently hostile, Dusted's gonna grab out his second dagger and then take some swings against the one in front of him.
Alright.
First attack. 27.
Oh, that definitely hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 15.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
Okay.
Is it still standing?
It is still standing, and he's looking bloodied from where you are.
Well, then I'll use my bonus action to attack with my offhand dagger,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think gets +5, right? It doesn't get my Jake's bonus when it's an offhand, right?
It still hits regardless. You rolled a 15.
And damage is 3, because I don't get +5. I forgot that.
Okay, 3 points. It's still standing.
Okay.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yes, that's my turn. Thank you.
All right, that brings us to Vargo.
I'm simply going to use my action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. I'm gonna use my bonus action to Misty Step over there.
Ooh. Okay.
But wait, I suppose I will use my action to see what's inside.
Roll a perception check for me, please.
Alrighty. I'm specifically looking for survivors of any kind. Ha! 9.
Alright, as you misty step 2 there, you land between the broken bookcases and the boxes. You notice that there is a corridor leading down, and there are 3 doors, 2 in the south and 1 in the north. For the 9, that is it. You don't see any bodies on the ground, and the doors are closed.
I will use my movement, which I still have, to move over there. That's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Lunan.
I think Lunan sees the guys in the net, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He will cast spiritual weapon in between the two of them.
Okay.
And attack the northernmost of them with spiritual weapon.
Are you happy with the placement there?
Yeah, perfect. And attack the northern one, the yellow one.
Uh-huh.
Hits. That's a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that just hits.
And 8 damage.
8 damage. Wow, nice one.
And then he follows it up with Hold the Dead on the same creature. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oof. Gets a 19.
He passes.
Okay.
And do I see the guy behind the door?
No, not yet, but you do know that Dusted is fighting something.
I think I will move in 1, 2. Somewhere around here.
Okay.
And if he gets an attack of opportunity, so be it.
No, you don't, because he doesn't see you coming in. There is a door in the way as well.
Yeah.
But as you move in through there, you can now see that Dusted is busy fighting another Aarakocra.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, that brings us to Balrus.
So the Aarakocra isn't visible right now. The one over by Dusted.
Yeah, he's hidden by a door.
Yep, okay.
Fireball.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past anyone at this point.
In that case, I think I could just walk up to the door and I don't know.
Keep your head
Prepare.
around.
Well, if
Fireball?
possible, yes.
Firebolt.
There's a bunch of web around. Maybe a frostbite,
Okay.
which is it's a con save. 16.
16. He gets a 5, and he's got a +3 to his Constitution check.
Too bad. 4 damage.
Okay. Nice. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Moving through the web is a restrained. They will still need to roll, won't it? Is it for every 10 feet or 5 feet?
If they succeeded, so they can exit the web and move through it freely. The only thing is, it's difficult terrain.
So
If they enter the web again, they have to make another saving throw.
okay. So unfortunately, he can't fly, which is pain. But he is going to step out of the web. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25. Okay. So the two move out of the web as they start screeching and crying and causing a ruckus on the inside, as does the one fighting Dusted. I'm going to go with the one in front of you, Dusted, first, because he is going to attack you. And he is going to use his talons to try and attack you.
Incoming hurt.
He gets +4. He rolls an 11.
That misses.
That's a miss. Okay. Lunan, the other one, comes up behind you. And he also is going to roll an attack. And he gets +4, so that is a 15.
Oh,
I think that's a miss.
my armor class is 17.
Yeah, that's a miss. Okay. As they are screeching and making a ruckus, Vargo, the doors in the corridor in front of you bash open, and running out is this one here. And
Do I get to see the interior of the room as they
do.
open?
I'll also give you an attack of opportunity if you have a weapon in hand.
I don't.
Okay. You could lash out as well if you wanted, though.
Punch.
He comes running.
It's okay.
20, 30, 5, 10. As the door to the other one opens as well. I'll give you that much, Fargo.
Uh-oh.
In fact, they can
I
move
see.
through. They can move through each other's squares, can't they?
Yeah.
There you go.
Conga line.
Lightning bolt. Oops. As they all come rushing out, the two at the back start flapping their wings to take flight. That is their turn, which brings us to Yelena. Yelena, the view from inside, all you hear is screeching and
There's so many.
mayhem.
She's gonna. Well, I have Thunderwave. I can get somewhere I'm not gonna hit the others. I might use it. Oh, so we're gonna hit Dusted. Oh.
That happens. If it happens, it happens.
Again,
I mean, would Jelena really care? Would Jelena really care? Let's be honest.
She's a tame woman.
Hand on heart, would she care?
She would. But she knows that you get some protection from her, so she'll like, he'll be fine. Oh, I get attacks of opportunity.
Are you going to move into there?
Into the web.
Wait, is that where the web is? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
She will come on over here. This is going to be a very bad spot. And then she will cast Thunderwave.
How are you going to get there?
Oh, I can't move over the spot, can I?
The door is
Yeah,
blocking
there's a door.
between me and the
Oh.
just southeast of me is blocking, so it's really hard to get there.
Forget the thunder wave. she'll come in with her sword and she will use what was it called? Green flame blade. So I know I only get one thing, but she can at least hit like the next one up from.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh wait, no, the door is. Oh, the door is there. Oh, 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 the web.
I mean, if you want to risk it, you have got saving throws now. Also, if you fail, it's funny.
No, it's only funny if Dustin does it. It's not funny. Jalena, because she's a really good damage.
But it's perfect timing to recast web now. Look at that square there.
Oh, I thought about it.
You know what? I'll go for it. I will. She'll shimmy. She'll try and get there, but I don't know if I can if I get stuck in the web.
Okay.
Let's see.
Strength save.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Mm-hmm.
I get a
Yeah, but
plus
she has
9.
the aura.
Wow, +9.
Plus
There
9
you
to
go.
dexterity? Oh my god.
Maybe I'll make it unless I roll.
How do you have plus... How many dexterity do you have? Oh my god. Wow.
Oh yeah. Dex is my best stat.
Wow, okay.
Well, one of my best
Yeah.
ones, apart from charisma.
You do it,
Okay.
yeah.
And you just go floating through the web as if it's nothing, you know?
Oh yeah.
But as you do, you pass by 2
Yes.
Copras.
19 AC.
So, they get +4. Ooh. The first one gets 17.
Phew.
Oh, and the second one rolls a 2 + 4, 6. So both
Aw.
of them miss. As you go moving past, their beaks lash out, and you then, it dawns on you that the blood-splattered beaks, as they open their mouths, this like charcoal smoke emanates from it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Wait, won't that also hit Lunan there?
It's the furthest I could get in.
Yeah, but I just, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm just
Yeah, it's
calculating this, yeah.
It's a 15-foot cube
Okay.
from me. Oh, that's pretty big.
You're
should
just
get-
gonna
should get
trash
my-
this house.
I'll post it.
Everything in this room will just be dust. But that's a 5 foot. We need. Oh, is it 15?
15
No.
foot.
That's a 15-foot cube. It's not a radius from you, is it?
Oh,
But you choose the direction of it, I think.
No,
Or is
no.
it
It's
centered on you?
Yeah, it's originating from you,
Oh,
so
I
you
thought
can
it
place
was
it
bigger.
whenever you want.
I think you can place it on any square next to you. If
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so
you can
you
move.
could...
Exactly.
Can I put it there, please?
Or
Or
down
even-
one. Yeah.
Oh, there.
or
Even
you-
better. Even better. Yeah, I'd like to put it there if that's possible.
Okay, so each creature has to make a con saving throw.
Yeah.
We will start with the one right at the back.
Mhm.
Oh,
That one over there.
I love it. It's gonna fly straight into Vargo.
Oh boy.
And this is then Constitution saving throw. Okay. The first one fails with a 7. So he gets pushed 10 feet backwards. And as he does, he actually comes crashing down to the ground because he was busy trying to fly. Roll 2d8 damage, please, for him.
Oh yeah, I'll roll the. Where is
It's
it?
for everyone.
Oh, it's 3d8 'cause I'm doing it at 2nd level.
Oh.
May as well. She doesn't. I don't really
Mhm.
use her 2nd level spell slots that much. Although I probably should smite more, but 10.
10
Not great.
points. No, I mean, that's a nice round number for me to work with. So, the first one takes 10. Let's go for the second one. Ooh. He gets a 23.
Ooh.
So he
Nice.
saves.
Yes.
That
Half
he
damage.
takes half, so he takes 5 and he doesn't get pushed away. The one directly in front of you. He rolled a natural 1.
Oh, he just wasn't expecting it.
So he takes 10 damage and he gets pushed back 10 feet. Then the other one to your right, he gets a 21, so he saves, but he takes 5 points. And then the one that Dusted is fighting in the corner. He gets a 17.
Yeah, that saves it.
Saves as well. Okay. He doesn't get pushed back, but by God, he's still standing as the thunder wave crackles out from around you. An audible boom apparently out to 300 feet shocks through and shakes the very walls of this little stone and mud hut that you're in. All
That's
right.
the setup.
Oh
If
god!
they know
If
you
it
were
if
here,
if
they all know now.
if there's any more cocker here, they will know for sure.
Which brings us then to the top of the round. Round 3, Dusted.
Dustin's gonna take a swing at the one straight in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
At first with his dagger
Okay.
for 23 hits
23 definitely hits.
for 9 damage.
Okay. As you stab forward, you sink your dagger into him, and he looks up as he's screeching, and then he just drops to his knees as the dagger sinks in, and you pull it out. He is dead.
Dustin's then gonna look back at Lunan. Lunan looks like he's doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna take a step over the corpse and over here. Can I do that?
Yeah.
And then he's gonna stab the one that is closer to Jelena.
Mm-hmm.
For oh god, they will have advantage on me next round.
Unfortunately, that is correct. A miss.
And then he's gonna take a swing with his offhand, which now has the correct modifier, 16.
At the same one, yeah. That hits.
For 2 damage.
Okay.
And that is definitely not sufficient, so Dastard's gonna scream as he activates Accent Surge for another 3 attacks.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, only 2 because I don't get my bonus action. 15
That's a hit.
for 11 damage.
Nice.
And another for hits with 29
Yeah, that definitely hits.
and 10 damage. So
Oh.
21 damage to the one west of me, and that's my turn. Oh well, 23 actually, yeah.
Wow.
In
Okay.
total.
Again, as you move through the fallen Aarakocra, you stab the other one in front of you 3 times. Blood splurts out from everywhere as it looks down and looks at you, almost with fear and anger mixed in its eyes and its beak, and it just screams in your face. It's still standing. Is that your go?
Okay, that's my go.
Alright, that brings us to Vargo.
Do it. Do it.
Vargo, the deafening sound of thunderclaps ringing in your ears as 3 of the Aarakocra in front of you are blown back in the corridor. They start standing up again.
That was a thing. Bargo drops concentration on the web as he sees Jarlena stepping in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I will try to attack the. I don't have any. That's two. I will try to call their attention and cast All the Dead on anyone that seems wounded already.
Mm-hmm.
The second from the left looks wounded, I think.
Probably.
That one.
I mean, all of them should be wounded because all of them have to take damage, basically, from the thunder wave.
Mm-hmm. And then that for example, that one, yeah. So wisdom saving throw, if you can, please. DC is 15.
I roll this.
Sure. They don't take damage then. And I will use my movement to go inside here. You can attack me if you want.
He's still getting up. He hasn't even noticed you.
Alright.
He had his back to you. He was blown down from a thunder wave, and he's still.
Alright. Then that's my turn.
Okay. In which case, that brings us to Lunan.
He will start by having the spiritual weapon move down and attack the red one there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a missile.
A 10, unfortunately, is a miss, yes.
And wanting him to drop, Lunan just screams out, "Go down!" and cast All the Dead on him.
Okay. That's a wisdom save as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
He gets +1. He gets a 9.
I cast the wrong one, so ignore that.
Mm-hmm.
We need the 2d12 ones, yeah.
And it's low.
Oh dear.
4 points.
Okay. He drops to the ground, and as he does, he almost looks as if he's about to stand up, but falls over and
It
croaks.
was nice. I stay where I am.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Which brings us to Valrus.
He's going to
I'm
go
playing
inside
fireball
the
music.
house. No. He's gonna go in the house. And he's going to look around and see those two at the back. And he's going to twin a mind whip at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which is second level. So that's an intelligence save.
An intelligence saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
Right. The first one gets a 9. The one right at the back.
Alright. Fails.
And the second one also rolls a 9.
Very good. They both fail.
Both fail. That's 3d6 on each of them.
Yeah. 13. Do I roll separately?
Yeah, go on, roll separately.
Alright. 13 and 15.
Okay. The one right at the back looks bloodied, beaten,
Good,
and
good.
broken, and the one just in front of him looks slightly bloodied.
Very good.
Is that your turn?
That is it.
Okay. Next up then are the Aarakocra. As they start cursing and crying out in Aarakocra. That one's going to step forward. That one's going to move forward. This one is going to fly up and over, so you get an opportunity attack as he passes through. And
On the third one there, yeah.
third and the fourth one. So let's go for you do those opportunity attacks. You get one.
Oh, I only get one.
Yeah,
I only
so
get
you
one,
can
so
choose.
yeah.
As they leap and they jump forward to fly across the room, do you want to go for the first one to pass you or the second one to pass you?
The second one to pass me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your opportunity attack.
27. For 8 damage.
Okay, as they both leap into the air and dive down towards Valorous and Yolena, the second one passes and you slash your dagger out, catching it just below the belly as it passes, and it crashes to the ground. The further one, though, dives forward, and as it does, it flies straight towards you, Yelena.
But it cannot attack because it got mind whipped.
Oh,
And it can only choose to move, act, or bonus act.
Yeah.
there you go. Good point. It is staying right where it is. It flies, unfortunately, doesn't attack you. The other two, however,
Very nice.
in front of you, Dusted, the first one, battered, beaten, and bruised.
Remember, it has advantage because I failed last round.
Well, the highest roll is a 9 plus the 4 is a 13.
Misses. And the other one?
And the other one is going for Yelena.
Ah.
And it is going to go for a talon attack plus 4. He gets a 22.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. Yelena, as he moves forward, he almost leaps closer towards you. He hits out. I need to do this in 2 parts. As the talons connect with you, you
Oh
take
man.
4 points of slashing damage
Yep.
and 3 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay. So I do one because it's all one attack. One.
It's all one attack, yeah, so.
One Constitution saving throw. Is it Constitution saving throw or just Constitution?
Just a
I got it wrong.
constitution check.
Oh, okay. I'll have to roll it.
But it is saving. It is saving, so it's, yeah.
The 10 still makes it though.
That's funny.
Even with a 1. Lunan, the one
Oh my
behind you,
god.
Mhm.
it is right up near you, and it is going to attack you with his talon. And he gets it.
He is talentless.
Alright. And as that happens, towards the end of the round, these 2 Aarakocra, one steps into the room and starts screaming. The other one, I'm gonna leave him there, lands and then he's disappears behind the wall. Lunan, you manage to see it straight away because he peeks his head in and starts screaming and the other one disappears. That is the Aarakocra's turns, which brings us to Yelena.
She will use a green flame blade to hit the one that is in between her and Dustin.
Mm-hmm. That one?
Yeah,
One right
yeah,
in
the
front of you, yeah.
right in the middle, yeah. So oh,
Oh, we're 15 hits. Oh, yeah.
okay. So it's D6. Does it do? So it does an extra 1d8 thunder damage, and then I think it does. And then the
fire damage, right?
And then it jumps to the one behind.
Oh yeah, sorry, I clicked on booming blade. Oh,
And then it does a d8 plus your charisma modifier to someone else.
oh yeah. So the one in between her and Dustin takes the extra 6 points of fire damage, and then she'll direct the fire to the one that's like above her, and it takes 4 points of fire damage.
No, it takes your charisma modifier plus your plus a d8 because you're on level 5 and above. So it's a d8 plus your charisma.
Oh, okay. So it'll be 10 to the one above her, and then 20 to the one in front of her.
Yep. Okay, they're both still standing. But all three
Crazy.
in front of you look pretty much worse for wear. They are hanging on by the threads of life.
Am I allowed to add a spite on? Or is it too late?
It's a bit too late now.
Okay.
I mean, you can move if you want.
Nah, she's alright where she is.
Okay. End of the go?
Yeah.
Which brings us to Dusted Colas, shop around 4.
Dustin's gonna sheath his offhand dagger, but take one attack against the one between him and Jalina. 14.
That hits.
For 8 damage.
Yeah, 8 is enough to kill him.
Yeah. Then he's gonna try and make a grapple attack with his now free hand on the guy right in front of him. So that's my athletics against his athletics.
Okay.
So 18 for me.
Alright, he gets a 14.
And Dustin's gonna drag him what is equivalent of 20 foot. I'll just move the corpse, there you go, down here. And then just stare at the newcomer and say, "You are not welcome here." While holding another Aarakocra buddy by its throat, basically.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can move one more. I can move over here. And that's my turn. Yeah, two attacks and one hand is grappling. Yeah.
Okay. Which brings us to Vargo.
I mean, I'm doing my own things here. What? But no, I heard the Rugus. I go out and pull the first Arako crazy.
The farthest one that you can see, above Yelena.
Yeah, that one. Wisdom saving throw, DC is 15.
Okay. He gets +1. Oh, he gets a 13 altogether.
Alrighty, in that case it takes 17 necrotic points of damage.
Okay. As the toll of the dead rings out, the necrotic damage begins to take hold, and you almost see the Aarakocra shake its head and start, its eyes go wider. And then the charcoal that's almost like smoking out of its body gets sucked into it. How much was it?
17.
17. And as its eyes grow wider, you almost just hear it go, ah. And then its muscles pop as you watch the wounds on its body slowly start to knit closed and heal itself.
Alrighty.
Just a food for thought, maybe not necrotic damage.
Yep.
Did Lunan see this?
Yeah, with a 18 passive perception, yeah, you noticed this.
But I'm confused. The one I did that earlier didn't have this effect, right?
That you know of.
Oh, okay.
17 is a heck of a big. You definitely saw this with a 17.
Alrighty.
You
In that case,
literally-
Barbo says, shit, and goes back in. Sorry.
Is that your turn?
It is, yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Lunan.
Changes things a bit. But I think the spiritual weapon, where it stands, will just... While Dusted holds the Arakocra by its throat, will try to decapitate it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll for me.
For extra scare tactic. 11. I'm
Unfortunately,
rolling crap today.
Unfortunately, that misses.
I appreciate you not trying to hit me while I'm holding this one.
And then I think, therefore I am the one in front of me. Since I'm rolling so bad, I will send a sacred flame on him, which is DC Dex 16 save.
Oh, he gets a 14.
Nice.
Which one in front of you?
There's only one in front of me.
The one right next to you on your
It's not dusted. Yeah,
That one. Okay.
and this is radiant. If that matters.
Radiant damage. Okay.
What's that smell? Oh, it's almost like when Jelena made chicken earlier.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. As the strike hits him with that sacred flame, you almost notice the Arakocra shying away. It looks like it has done a lot of pain to him. Next up then, Dusted. No, Valrus, sorry.
Valrus, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna take the opportunity to flank and shocking grasp the Arakocra.
Okay.
There we go. 17.
And that hits.
Alright, and that is 6 damage.
Okay.
He will then take another step away. Actually, no, he'll stay there.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yes.
Right. Invigorated. The one now between you and Yarlena is going to attack Yarlena. And he's going to swing a claw at you. He gets +4. Oh, he only rolls an 8.
Oh.
That's pretty crappy. Lunan, the one from behind you, he is going to attack you, and this time you notice even more that the radiant damage almost seems to be burning his feathers and his face as he rolls a 17 to hit.
That's my AC.
Okay.
Dusted does warding maneuver. I can add a D8 to that AC.
Can you do it while you're grappling with someone else?
Oh, definitely. I just need to have a melee weapon in my hand.
Ah. In which case,
Yeah, no matter what you rolled, it would save me. So thank
Yeah,
you.
exactly. So yeah, and that cost me my reaction. So I cannot use it on myself this turn, but I'll just have to accept whatever the damage to others does to me.
Okay. The other one is going to try and break free of your grapple. So
All right.
He is going to try and make a dex roll.
He has to beat an 8.
He gets +2.
Oh yeah, he's definitely free.
Alright, so he breaks free and that's his action. The other one, however, that's just joined the fray from below you, he is going to attack you, Dusted, as he gets into the room. And that's a 9, that's pretty pathetic.
That misses.
Okay, which brings us to Yelena.
Yeah, she'll attack the one in between her and Varus.
Okay.
Just with a normal attack.
Definitely
17?
hits, even without the flanking bonus.
Cool. If he doesn't die from this hit, she's gonna smite him.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to smite him.
I will. She'll do a second level smite, I think. Where are the? I wish it was a spell that was added to my sheet. 3d8.
I can probably make an ability and add it to your character sheet at a later stage.
But yeah, should. I just forget how much it does.
12 points, nice. As you
That's radiant, yeah.
Yeah. As you bring your short sword to bear and smite him with it, the weapon radiates with holy energy and almost cleaves right through the Aarakocra standing between the two of you. You look up as the body falls to the ground and Valrus is just covered with grim, dark blood splatter.
She'll just give him a thumbs up.
Ah,
If possible, can I move to? If I move to this one that's kind of behind the door, can I still attack the one that Dusted has
Yes.
grappled? Okay, cool.
You-
Sure.
I'm not grappling it anymore because it's
Oh,
free,
okay.
but yeah.
He's broken out
Sure.
of the grapple, but yeah.
She'll
Just-
shoot me over there, and then use her second attack on that one.
Okay. Let's get rid of some of these bodies, shall we? A 25 definitely hits. You get +8. 1 + 8, yeah, he's definitely down. As you slash him through for 10 points of damage. He falls to the ground as well.
That's her turn. She'll just give Dustin a thumbs up as well. Looking very pleased.
Alright, that brings us to Dusted at the top of the round then.
Dustin's gonna throw his dagger at the one standing behind Lunan.
Oh, okay. Is this the +2 dagger?
Yeah.
Okay,
19
that hits.
for 8 damage.
Okay, he's still standing.
Damn. Well, excuse me a moment, Mr. Aarakocra. And he's going to pull out his rapier. It can, by the way, use opportunity attack as I move.
From the other one, yeah. Let me roll. +4, so he gets a 12, which is a miss.
misses. Dustin has then pulled out his rapier +1 and strikes the one next to Lunan.
Mm-hmm.
25 hits,
Definitely.
I think. And deals 11 damage to it.
Oh, he's down.
And then he's going to cordially take a step back here. And that's his turn.
Okay. Which brings us to Vargo.
Alright, so trying to remediate the mistake of before. Mother comes out, sees nothing, moves there, still sees nothing because of the door.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I see Dusted fighting, then I will use my action to move over there.
Alright, and then you notice one in the doorway, which brings us to Lunan, as Dusted dances around you, stabbing left, right, and center.
I just look at him and tell him to grovel. Casting command.
Okay. What language are you speaking?
Most likely common.
Just to be 100%, he needs to understand, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm speaking common.
Alright. Uh-huh. And what does he have to roll?
It's a wisdom saving throw 16.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. And then I'm sending my trusty little spiritual weapon forward and try to shank him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
17.
That definitely hits.
Was he damaged since before?
No, this is the first hit. Eight points. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I think that I will walk around a bit. Do I, from this advantage, throughout the door, see the other one anywhere?
You cannot,
no.
As you move there, you don't notice the other one.
I will walk all the way up to here.
Okay. You still do not notice him.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
That brings us to Valrus.
He would like to firebolt the one at the door.
Okay.
It's an 18.
18 definitely hits. 2d10.
10. Yeah.
Alright, as the flames fly out and smash into it. Flames lick at its wings and beak, and it's still standing though, but it's not looking happy. As it...
Alright.
Oh, I deleted the other one because he's after you. Let me... Sorry. I believe... Right, it's the Aarakocra next then.
Yeah.
The only person that he can really see is going to be Dusted. So he's going to attack you, Dusted. Oh, he gets a 13.
Not good enough, I'm afraid.
No, it's not. And he's going to stand his ground where he is. Which brings us to Yelena.
Can I... Is it possible for her... Because I don't know if I can stand on the same spot as the spiritual weapon. to just step onto it. Can I stand on this?
I can share the description,
I
but I
mean,
believe you can.
yeah, I think you could move through. Plus, the door is 10 feet wide, so you could literally pull the door and step next to, or just open the door all the way.
Yeah, in fact, she'll open the door all the way,
Okay.
and then it's just easier. And then she will stab him twice, hopefully.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit. That's a hit, all right.
Oh.
9 points of damage. He's still standing.
Alright, she'll go in for the second one.
Uh-huh. Oh, a 19 hits as well. And Yelena's so confident she rolls her damage immediately.
Yep.
Oh,
There we
and with 12 points, the second slash from the short sword takes it square in the chest, and it dies as it croaks one last time and drops to the ground.
Those birds were quite strange.
Anything else, Yelena?
No, that's all.
Okay. Then that brings us to the end of combat.
Ooh.
As you look around, there are no more Aarakocra. Lunan, you, I know your inquisitive mind, go running to the door and you take a look, listening. You don't see or hear anything, but as you look up into the distance, you can just see a speck of shadow of a Aarakocra flying over the jungle canopy, about 800-900 feet away.
Yeah, no. One got away.
One got away indeed, and that'll bring us to our break.
Before we go to break, I would just like to retrieve my dagger, please.
Darn. Okay. Yes.
I knew you were gonna. Yeah.
All right. You retrieve your dagger, spoiling all my fun.
Yes.
Okay. In which case, let's sack our break there. We'll call it 20 past 9 now, so give us 15 minutes. We'll see you guys at
alrighty.
35 past.
Yeah.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Cool beans. See you all in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. How are we doing?
Doing okay.
Ominous music indeed.
Yeah.
I will.
Let's definitely stay here for a long rest.
We can hide.
Said Dustin sarcastically.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Have we got Yanis in the house?
Maybe.
Oh, I'll take that as a perhaps.
Yeah.
So, in our last session, our party made their way through the jungle and happened upon a village beset by dead bodies torn to shreds, with wounds very reminiscent of beaks having, bless somebody, having torn them apart with little hints of necrotic damage on the outside. And then stumbled upon a house full of sleeping Aarakocra. Proceeded to do battle and come out almost unscathed, with only Yelena picking up a wound. We now stand at the end of the battle, late in the afternoon. As you watch one or the other Cochrane fleeing to the northeast into the skies. Over to you.
Luna would like to investigate one of the Aarakocra corpses to see if it's undead or what type of effect there might have been upon them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess give me... I mean, it's not a... Roll an Arcana check for me.
I would like to start casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Mm-hmm. Okay. While Lunan is checking over the bodies as well. Lunan, you inspect the corpses. They're definitely not undead. As a priest yourself that's quite versed in what undead look like and how to repel them, these definitely don't feel like that. The bodies are not corrupted or intact by any sort of death or something that you can make out. With a 12, they are probably more inclined to have some sort of magical affliction, if anything.
I don't get like fiendish demon or something like that.
With a 12, no.
Okay. Do we wanna search the place? I don't get the feeling that they were very rich, the people who lived here before, or had much of value. Maybe there's something left. Otherwise, I suggest that we get a move on soon
I would say
before
we should.
reinforcement comes.
Yes, we should probably just leave now. I don't see a reason to take what little these people have left.
I don't think that we
Yes.
met the only ones surviving, and they are fleeing.
They were
I
indeed.
suppose. I
Uh,
don't know if we have time to make sure that these bodies do not rise again as undead.
what is this thing? Is it a house or a well?
Are you making your way up the path? Yep, as you head towards it, looks like a hut, but the walls are reinforced with mud and stone. Whatever it is, it looks more important than in any of the other dwellings, any of the other huts at least.
Luna will go up and investigate it because he's thinking we should try to collect the corpses and burn them since they anyway know we're here.
Okay, so
And maybe that hut could be more wood.
as you draw closer, you realize that the door is in fact open, and you can see inside. It is slightly broken, disturbed. There is a corpse in the center. It looks like the bedding has been turned upside down and recently slept in, on the floor. Vargo, you finish your ritual casting and you look around. Are you going to search the house with the ritual and the bodies?
Precisely, yeah.
Okay. As you move through the property, stopping at each and every single body, broken bits and pieces, nothing that you find is magical.
I suppose that's good news. I still proceed to investigate, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Understood. Roll an investigation check for me.
I will guide myself for this one.
Okay.
Seems important. Ah, never mind.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing that you find is broken furniture.
We should get out probably.
Lunan, you spent some time searching through as well, and whatever was in this room, hut, or house appears to have been ransacked, destroyed, and used as a makeshift bed of some sort. Are you're gonna search around? Are you? Roll an investigation check just for me, if you are. So Vargo, you notice that the house that you're in was obviously, it had a couple of rooms in, a big double bed in the one, some single beds in the other two smaller rooms. It was a house of a family, must have been someone important, because the walls are stone and mud, and there was a dining room, a fireplace. Potentially the house of the village elder himself. Lunan, you take a look through, and you recognize a few bits and pieces on the ground. There's like broken vials that would hold liquids. There's some tubes here and there. It looks like it would be the hut of potentially the village healer.
Lunan doesn't like all this destruction, but he would like to make sure that these people don't get turned. So he will start carrying, if there's any corpse in the room he's in now, into the main hut and make a pyre inside of it.
Okay.
And try to recruit the others to help.
All right. You notice Lunan dragging bodies to the main building as he starts piling them up inside. Is anyone going to help him?
Yeah, y'all are all lend a hand.
Anyone else?
Begrudgingly, yes.
Buster is mainly keeping watch at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
just in case some birdmen suddenly come back.
Is he keeping watch on the insects flying around the corpses?
No.
Okay, so he's not being entertained by red flies.
He's looking northeast, expect.
Okay, in
what?
the direct. You're watching in the direction of the departing bad guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the rest of you are dragging.
Longbow out.
I'll probably say it'll take you about an hour to drag all the bodies into the main building, and then light the pyre.
What about the ones in the well? Because I assume they're not very accessible. Is it filled with water at all?
The well is about 20 foot deep, and on the bottom you can see that there is a pile of corpses.
But no water.
Well, you can see that there's something there. Pools of blood, water, something intermingled in the dark down below.
Is it too dark to see, or?
No. Just down below on the bottom, there's just so many corpses.
Well, got nothing. No better option, so we'll just try and light them up if possible with like a firebolt. Not
Do you
really
care
expecting
if
much.
Do you care if I send Arky inside to take a look first?
Go for it.
I summon Arky and send him down. I will try to see through his eyes in case I notice anything in particular down there.
Okay. Arky flies down the well 15, 20 feet, and eventually he comes to a hover just above the corpses. From this close, you can see that the weight of so many bodies has pushed many of them deep into the water. The reason why you couldn't really see it from above is that there are so many corpses piled up high that they haven't all sunk, one piled on top of the other. This is definitely a well, but it's now ruined by the amount of bodies and corpses in here.
Nothing there.
Nothing else.
Lighting them up wouldn't really work, I think, then.
I summon Archie and say to Barris, do your thing.
I think it seems like there's a bit too much water. I don't know if anyone has anything to cover this up, at least.
No, but we might be able to take some blankets or something from some of the houses.
Yeah, you could easily find some of the broken furniture lying around. Close up the well.
Possible to kick down the side, collapse it,
Mm-hmm. You could do that as well.
and they get the burial.
Yeah, I mean, if you spent about an hour pushing the stones down around the side, maybe covering it up, you could do a decent job.
Yeah. Better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. As you work in the sweltering heat of the jungle, the sun rises higher, coming to
Would say,
lunchtime.
yeah, after half an hour of that work,
Mm-hmm.
Lunan thinks it's time to start a pyre, just so that we see that it catches properly.
All right, and you're going to start the fire inside the house.
So I'm imagining, in essence, if you look at where Lunan is, that we have piled them,
Mm-hmm.
taken this trash and left it at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
piled bodies, and then taken more trash, laid on top, piled
Mm-hmm.
bodies. So they are all in the corner. And then I will lit a fire on some pieces of wood and bring in and kind of place in there.
Perfect. Okay. No problem. So you set about silver
And
ground.
leave the door open so there's plenty of oxygen coming in.
Okay. Done. Takes you about 20 minutes or so to get it all sorted out and set up before you set it alight.
We should probably go to Omu. This place, I don't like it. And I suppose whatever comes, it will come to us, wherever we are.
Suppose. So maybe. Anyway, it's time to leave this place.
I agree.
Okay. With the pyre burning, the bodies piled high and the well filled in, which way are you heading off?
Northeast, towards Umu.
Okay. It is around the lunchtime mark. Are you going to once again forage for some food or break out some rations as you head away?
I think I prefer rations around here for now.
Okay. So, leading the way, you decide to head off down the path northeastwards. You break out some rations and have a small stack as you slowly follow the road, the pathway. It isn't long before the rumbling sound of thunder in the distance catches your attention. Dark clouds appear to be sweeping towards you. It looks like heavy rain might arrive quite soon. What pace are you walking at?
Are we stopping to fill water skins, or are we continuing on?
We should probably fill up our water.
I agree.
Reload. I guess.
Well, we best find a place to stop then.
The thunderstorm is probably about a half an hour to an hour away as it slowly starts coming towards you.
Maybe we should just walk and then set up early camp. So we don't have to stay in the rain all day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's set the quick tempo until the rain comes.
Okay. Pushing at pace through the jungle, you follow the pathway until about 45 minutes later, the thunderstorm catches up with you overhead. Dark, heavy rain clouds almost seem to be holding in the water just until they pass overhead. You break and step in underneath the palm and set up your rain catchers just as the heavens open and the rain comes lashing down. In the distance, maybe half a mile away, Lumen, you notice a purple flash of light.
Was it purple from that dragon I saw last time as well?
The purple is emanating from the canopy towards the sky, almost the opposite way that lightning would striking down, shining upwards instead of striking out from the clouds.
Is it in the direction of Uma?
It is in the direction that you're traveling, yes.
There's something ahead causing a odd light on the sky.
That looks ominous.
Indeed. By the way, these keys, how many was it we needed of them?
8, if I remember correctly.
That's how many existed, but how many did we need?
Oh,
I mean, each key could open the doors in Metro, I suppose. But what does the keys have to do with Olmo?
I do not know. I'm just having thoughts.
I suppose we will have to go to Mesra to find out.
Yeah. How long does the rain continue? Like, was it a quick shower or did it seem lasting?
After half an hour, your rain catchers are filled and the rain is still lashing down. Thunderstorm seems to have subsided, but the rain is still pouring. And in the distance, after you've pointed it out to everybody else, every now and then you can all see like a purple glow coming from the jungle up ahead. Are you going to wait until the rain stops?
I see we have two options here. Either we have an early camp because this rain will make everything wet, so we will be wet if we leave. Or we just buy that we get wet then. move on.
I wouldn't mind camping.
May as well. Then maybe we can set off a bit earlier tomorrow.
For daybreak then?
Yes.
It's a few hours after lunch, by the way.
Oh.
Oh,
Maybe not then.
Nah, let's just go. Go out in the rain. And
Is there a
make
big leaf we could use as like an umbrella?
exactly what I was gonna say. Use the machete to make some umbrella leaves.
yes.
I mean, you can stay off the path and walk parallel under all of the palm trees, and it won't rain on you as bad.
Stefan,
Yes.
Did you mute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
I think I lost you guys.
No, we hear you, but right now.
I can hear me.
Anders, do you hear us? If you answered, we don't hear you. Okay, something's off with your mic, most likely.
Yeah.
No, he's not muted. I'm looking in the voice channel.
I think maybe he's just lost the sound.
Lost in outer space. So as we're walking, Dusted is completely in his own mind.
And yeah, Dusted is frolicking in the rain as you're walking. Okay. So, you've rested. You filled up your water skins. Noticing that the rain won't stop, you've decided to pick up your feet. Hey, back. You've decided to pick up and continue onwards through the rain. Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
You traipse through the jungle for about an hour before the rain slowly starts to let out. The thunderstorm has long disappeared, but up ahead on the horizon you can still see a small purple glow every now and then. You notice the jungle ahead beginning to thin, and then the path makes itself visible as it snakes ahead a few hundred feet before disappearing around a large tree, just as the sound of a caw of a large bird reaches your ears.
No. No more birds.
Did you say bird or bird?
Both.
A bird. A birthing bird.
Ah, okay, okay.
The most
So,
foul.
one or multiple?
All the skies.
You've only heard one.
Should we hide? Question mark.
Not so long as he has his lumber out pointing around.
I suppose no. I prepare as well.
Lunan looks towards the sky.
The sun
If
seems
he
to
can.
slowly be setting. It is almost clear. You don't see any birds flying around. And Lunan, as you look around and look to the sky, what strikes you strange is that the jungle seems to have quietened as well. You don't hear the normal sounds of the insects and the birds.
I have a bad feeling about this. I still think we should move forward to see what we have to expect ahead.
What pace are you moving forward at?
Normal pace, I would say. Or how far away did we hear the noise?
I'd say about 700 feet, maybe.
Yeah, I would say normal pace.
Okay. Do you make your way closer? Do you follow the path or you off the path?
We can walk with some cover.
Alright, so just off the path as you move through the jungle. Normal pace. You slowly make your way through closer to the purple light up ahead. Every now and then a small flash makes the glow go brighter. After half an hour of walking, the path snakes around left and right and you pass a couple of big trees. The sun slowly begins to dip closer towards the canopy, and in the diminishing light, Lunan, with your 18 perception, maybe 400 feet at the edge of the path, you can see what almost looks like an archway. The sun almost shines and sparkles off what looks like 4 statues near the archway up ahead. Just at the edge of your vision. If it was dark, you wouldn't see it. But as the sun is setting, the light glances off the stonework and you recognize them. Elven stonework.
I recognize the statues to pick.
You recognize what elven stonework looks like from this distance. With your 18 perception, you can tell. You carry on walking closer?
I believe so. Do we have Anders with us now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Are you
I
gonna...
just don't want to run into battle if you're offline.
I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna push
Sure, you can do that. Go ahead.
I think we as a group should stealth
Alright.
forward.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
can do.
Let's get a group stealth check going then, please. Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's mean. The die literally showed me a 15 and then flipped over to the 5. Ay.
So you got a 7 and a 10 and then 15s and 16s, eh?
Pretty average.
Pretty average, yeah. That's okay. That's not bad. Okay. You take your time, slowly stealthing through the jungle, just on the edge of the path. After about 200 feet or so, you can slowly see the statues coming into view. A great archway crosses the path far ahead. Yelena and Lunan, you both recognize it as the work of elves from the fine craftsmanship from where it is. 4 stone statues stand guard in front of the archway. And either side of the archway, From this distance, rising above some of the thinned trees in the canopy, you can see two large bluish trees that seem to rise up above the other canopy by a good 5 to 10 feet. Yelena, I need you to roll a wisdom check for me, please.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is not very good.
A shudder passes through you. You can't put your finger on it, but there is something ominous about the trees up ahead. Whether it's good or bad, you can't say, but whatever it is, it doesn't associate with a good memory. You get 40 feet closer. And as you all move as a group towards there, you all notice that near the tops of the trees, particularly the ones on the left, there seems to be a large wooden structure nestled in amongst the treetops, almost like a small house of some kind. You move ever so closer, and you're about 60 feet away from the archway now. And you can see that the tree on the right has a wooden structure near its base. And beyond the archway, a clearing. And in the center of the clearing is the source of the light that you've seen before, shining brightly in the setting sun. You can barely make it out, but it almost looks like the shape of a lightning bolt sticking out of the ground, surrounded by a summoning circle. And every now and then, shadows move over the ground up ahead. As your eyes drift upwards, there appear to be Aarakocra circling above the clearing. From here you can see 4 of them. Something about the place, Yolena, as you take in the sight, seems familiar. The trees around here are not normal. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh. I guess as this happens, she'll probably say to the others that this place it feels off, but I'm not sure if it is good or bad. It could be either, but I don't know.
The words come out of Yelena's mouth almost in a stutter. Definitely not clear, and she's not talking coherently, as her eyes almost appear glazed over. Yelena,
Archway, was there something in it, or was it just a porch, kind of? We see?
Yelena, you carry on looking around, and the trees around here, they strike you as fey. Their coloration, the way that they seem to start to glow in the setting sun. And as you focus on them, you can swear that they appear to be swaying in a breeze when there is none. Little points of light, yellow, blue, and pink, dance from the branches playfully surrounding the trees. And then, Yelena, your ears pick up a melody. A sad, slow song. It seems to pull at your soul. What did you roll? An 18.
18.
Before you can even control your own body, tears begin to streak down your face as your mind fills with images of running away, fleeing from a warm place a place of welcome that has almost cast you out. You drop to a knee as they almost grow weak. Hands falling into the ground, you clench and unclench the dirt as your heart aches with sorrow. With an 18, you blink to try and blink away the tears. And when you open your eyes and you look down at the dirt in your hands, you've changed to winter.
Oh no! She's no longer mean. And there are Aarakocra as well, like hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
She'll very covertly wipe away the tears from her eyes so the others don't see.
Okay. Lunan, being next to you and having started to speak to you, has taken notice of everything with his 18 passive perception.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if anyone else wants to see, they'll have to roll a perception check.
Nah, it's okay. She can
Yeah.
hide things.
But what you do notice is she says something to you. She drops to a knee, and as she stands up with her hands clenching dirt, she's reverted back to the blue that you originally met her in.
Oh, are you okay? It's been a while.
Yes, I'm fine. This place is I don't know. It's seems like home.
I look at Barris. What is he doing, Barris?
He's looking at Yarlen strange, or sort of confused. But shrugs. What? Bad memories from home?
No, nothing of the sort. I'm just confused as to why it is here. You know?
All right.
By the way, did anybody else hear the song?
Which song?
Oh, never mind. I must have been daydreaming.
Are you sure you're alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Maybe we should go another way.
Uh-huh. Lunan, do you think that will be possible?
Sure, but they might come after us if we don't take care of them here. But it might be tricky to do, so. How many Aarakocra can I count?
So from where you are, every now and then you can see 1, 2, 3 flitting past. 60 feet away from you in a clearing, you can see 4 of them.
And the archway, was it just an empty stone archway, or was there something in it I might have missed that?
You would probably need to go clear it a little bit closer to have a look-see.
Okay. I just
But there was something in the middle of the clearing, wasn't there? Like a lightning bolt shaped thing.
I'm intrigued.
Or was that just me that heard something
No.
weird?
I heard him say that, but
Because Dustin is definitely holding out his hammer at the moment, tapping it in his palm.
Axel is
Red.
very curious and wants to go there. I think Luna would be too, but it's hard to say. He wants to know stuff, so I think he would want to investigate.
Whatever it is, Lunan, that's up ahead, it looks warm and welcoming to you. Strange and otherworldly, but almost familiar. It reminds you of Yolena.
Yeah. No, Lunan definitely want to go there. He's not so too big of a fan of the Aarakocra, but he thinks we could ambush them, take them out
How
easy.
much time do you need to
For
check
what?
this place out? How much time do you need?
A little bit. Why?
Just thinking about how long these need to be distracted while you check this place out.
We could all go. But the
I
trees look
suppose we have
off.
to.
Was that the residence of the Aarakocra? Lunan starts sneaking forward.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Dusted, are you joining?
I mean, Dustin is definitely not a fan of all this magic stuff, but yeah, he's just following Lunan just to make sure that he's safe as well.
Mm-hmm. Fargo?
Yeah, I follow.
Okay. Valrus?
Yes.
And Yelena, what about
Yes.
you?
If all the others are going, she will reluctantly follow.
Reluctantly bring up the rear.
Yeah.
Alright. You slowly make your way through the undergrowth, and nearing the clearing, it becomes clearer on what you see. 4 large fey trees dominate the outskirts of the clearing. 2 trees on the left have wooden structures built into the treetops, and a small wooden cottage appears on the ground between them. To the right, the 2 large fey trees have wooden structures near ground level, closed wooden doors leading out. As you get closer, you can see that the archway in front of you is preceded by 4 stone statues of a female elf. The first 2, she is armed and armored, standing with a sword in hand, tip in the ground. The second 2 statues, she's armed as a hunter with a bow and arrow, seemingly alert, searching the skies. The archway itself looms 10 feet high, and you can make out words carved into the ancient wood. Your time in Kirsabal tells you that the words are written in Aarakocra. As you focus on beyond the clearing, in the center is a stone circle, almost overshadowed by magic. Beyond it, an Aarakocra stands, robes hanging over his feathered body, arms stretched out wide, slightly up, beak pointed into the air. He appears to be chanting. From the center of the magic circle, a shape that almost looks like a thunderbolt, charcoal and purple in color, that almost seems to vibrate with light as it emanates light upwards, almost seems to glow stronger with his chanting. And then caw, you hear the caw from above as you look around, and you can see a number of Aarakocra slowly circling the clearing. Why is this one? There we go. Let's put the players on the map, shall we?
So the big circles are the trees.
The big circles are the trees, yes.
Is there a particular god or goddess the statues represent?
Roll a religion check for me.
Ooh. Religion.
The statues all look very similar. A beautiful elven woman, fine chiseled features, sculpted to perfection in terms of body proportions. If anyone could chisel something that looks to be of a goddess, she would be it. But as to making a connection of who she is, you are uncertain.
Is it possible that Dustin have come across it, her in Port Kestrel, or is that too far away to even have a big connection to this?
It is too far away to have a vague connection. But
All right.
I'll let you roll a religion check in any event. You'd need to go on.
I mean, we know this is going to be terrible, so never mind.
You would need natural 20, really, to pull it out the bag. So no, the elven goddess doesn't strike you as anything that you're familiar with. As you're all standing, concealed by the foliage, the chanting from the Arakocra in the center on the ground.
Does Lunan recognize what type of chanting or ritual it is?
I'll give you an Arcana check if you want.
Yeah, sure. Anyone?
The only thing that you recognize about it is that it's a summoning spell of some sort.
Should we try and stop them before?
Valrus, I need
Yeah.
you to roll a wisdom check for me, please.
Who?
Let's
Me?
see. Not me. Oh my god, so many ones today.
Wow. There is something familiar about... Roll a perception check for me, please. There's something familiar that's taking place, but it's really far out of range. There is just a glint in that lightning bolt shape that catches your attention, but you would need to get closer to actually put your finger on it.
How much closer?
With a wisdom check of a 2, probably right up close.
Alright.
Question is, do we want to try to, while we have the advantage, sneak around and ambush the ritualist? Or do we want to go in?
If you want me to, I can draw their fire while you sneak around.
I will help you.
We don't have any more of those potions for invisibility, right?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have one of those vials of fog?
Ooh, the fog will be good. Yeah.
I don't think I have any. I think it was specifically I shouldn't have one.
Yeah. I think we got 2, and I think I used mine.
I don't have one either. But bad fog in this circumstance will be really good.
Yeah. No, I have it marked as 0, so I don't have it anymore. I think I used it.
In any case, if they are in the middle of a ritual, we might want to interrupt that as soon as possible,
Yeah.
just in case.
Mm-hmm.
With those words, Dustin equips his longbow and starts dragging an arrow on it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I mean, is anyone going to stop him? Because he is within range of it.
Bargo is not.
No.
Lunan puts his hand out so he makes him aim towards the ground. Give us a chance to sneak up before you start shooting.
Dustin looks to Lunan and sort of like half expectantly expects him to sneak off then.
Yeah, I will, but I will try to get Jarlena to follow. I don't have any control over my... I have the ruler on. That's fine.
I will stay with you for now, Dustin.
I try to stealth this way, DM.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as
Why
you've
do you
been
want me to go with you?
as
Yes.
you've been having conversations here, I will need everyone else to do stealth checks from scratch again if they decide that that's what they want to do. So, Lunan, you're going to stealth around the side. Who's going with you?
I'm very stealthy.
Valrus is going with you. Okay. Are you following Lunan, Valrus?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Clong, clong, clong.
Probably not a good idea, but
Guess the other
Okay.
as well. Before she goes, she will cast Bless on freaky creatures. Dusted, Lunan,
that makes sense.
and herself. I think I would do it a second level, but I've only got 1 slot left, and I'll save it just in case we need.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thing. Maybe I don't know, or maybe I should just. No, I'll leave it. Yeah, she'll go with them, and I'll roll a
So
stealth.
you don't cast bless.
She will cast bless, and then she'll move off with them. She'll try and do it quietly, as quietly
Okay.
as you can.
Bless last a minute. On which people do you cast it?
What was it? Maybe a minute. Oh,
Yeah, maybe wait to cast it on you
yeah, I'll
three
wait.
when
I'll wait.
you're
I'll wait.
yeah.
I'll wait. I thought it lasted. I thought it lasted longer. Oh my god.
Okay, so you're going to stealth with them. Valrus and with Lunan. Vargo, what are you up to?
If Dusted is staying, I'm staying with him.
Okay. Dusted, what are you doing?
Dustin is counting down in his mind.
Okay.
just counting to I don't know what is a reasonable count for this.
10?
117.
No, I was thinking more like 60 because that's almost
A minute.
or 30 actually because that's 5 rounds. That must be enough to get you guys ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to wait for 5 rounds and then you're going to act with your longbow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and Vargo said he's going to wait with you. In which case, then the other group, for the next 5 rounds, let's call it, you're stealthing around the side of the building.
Yeah, I think the goal is to see how far we can get. But in a sense, moving up this path,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's 1 round movement approximately.
You're stealthing as well, don't forget, so you're
Yeah.
going to be moving slower. So I'd probably
But
say you can get 100 feet in 5 rounds.
Okay.
Is that about fair?
Yeah.
You could
Uh,
probably get to the edge. Let me move you.
that's
You could get around there, no problem. The 3 of you.
yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. Let me just double check. So, as you move to around there, you notice the small building in front of you is a cottage. The 2 large round buildings are tree houses. They're about 40 feet in the air, in the tops of the trees. On the opposite side, the right-hand side, the 2, let's call them tree houses, are lower down to the ground where there's like 1 or 2 steps leading up to a door. The doors are closed. You manage to get to that area and set yourselves up under the tree just as an arrow comes flying out from Dusted's position. Dusted, your count hits 60.
And I'm rolling 2 shots. Then
Okay, who are you aiming at?
I was aiming at the guy in the middle with
Oh my god, you
with the
reach.
ritual.
The guy is ritually casting, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Longbow close range is at 120.
It's 150. So yeah.
All right, so I mean it's 125, so there you go. Normal rolls then.
15.
Uh-huh. And the other one?
Oh, sorry. And the other one is also 15.
Okay. As you stand there, aiming your longbow, you loose the one shot, and the arrow flies through the air. Before it's even gone halfway through the air, you loose the second shot on a direct path with the first one. It flies through the air, and eventually it reaches its mark, and you can just see the Aarakocra chanter on the other side shudder once and shudder twice as both arrows land in his chest. Go ahead and roll your damage for 2 hits.
A total of 19.
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay. 19 points. And as soon as the arrows strike him, Fargo, what are you doing?
Do we roll for initiative or something?
I'm going to give each of you a free round of surprise, because as the arrows fly out, you all notice. I mean, an arrow is going to take 2 or 3 seconds to travel 150 feet, isn't it? Which means if you
Mm-hmm.
go, you get your free round of surprise.
In that case, I will use all my movement to 1, 2. I mean, I'm gonna go diagonally.
You can just use the route.
Is this difficult terrain, DM?
I'm going to say no. It's not the deep jungle. It's thinned out. So not really, no.
All right. In that case, I will move and then dash from where I am up until there.
Okay. That's a flying Aarakocra above you.
I know.
So you're aware. Okay. And that's your movement and your action?
It is.
Okay.
I dashed.
In which case, then over to Lunan. As you manage to reach your position under the tree, you just catch a glimpse of 2 arrows flying out from Dusted's position.
This guy is also flying.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stand underneath him, you're not even within range of attack, like melee attack.
Correct. He's 30 feet above the ground.
Okay. Luna moves forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's my 6, and that's my 7. I'm now within 55 feet, and I will try to banish that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's charisma check. Save 16.
I mean, don't you miss sending the summoner to the exact realm that he's trying to open up to?
Maybe.
Oh god, that's horrible!
The guy. Oh, it worked. Oh.
Banish. Let's see.
I went for level spells.
Charisma 16. Charisma saving throw, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. 17.
Mm.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And turn.
Okay. Yalena.
Damn, he has a good charisma.
She will draw her crossbow
Mm-hmm.
and she will shoot the one that's right next to Lunan.
Above Lunan.
Oh, is he above?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay.
She'll well attempt to shoot him.
Okay.
Isn't this technically your first crossbow shot that isn't with disadvantage?
That
Yes,
is
it is
not.
actually.
Because you don't have the sword anymore.
Oh, hell yeah! A
Yeah, that
19.
hits. That definitely hits.
Oh,
9 points.
9 points.
Okay.
And then if he's, I assume he's still alive, so she'll just shoot him again.
Mm-hmm. $17 hits.
17. Oh, 5 points.
Okay. Alright, he's still standing. Flying, sorry. But he's been struck by 2 crossbow bolts. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm just thinking if she would move. She'll tuck behind. Oh no, the houses are above. Yeah.
The cottage in front of you is below. It's on the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll just shimmy behind it. Maybe it will help.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Alright then. Valrus.
Was the chanting Aarakocra also?
He's not flying. He's over there.
He's not flying. Okay, he's
on the
65
ground.
feet away. All right. I would like to summon my direwolf hound on it.
Okay.
Because he's within 120 feet.
Damn, it's big.
Where do you want it?
Right behind it. I think its size is medium as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Over there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me, please.
All right. 11.
And I need you to roll a wisdom check as well.
5.
All right. You don't notice anything
Nope.
special at all, unfortunately. Dusted, over
Yeah.
to you. Roll your damage, sir, for your longbow.
Uh,
Did you roll already? Oh, you did. My bad. Sorry.
oh, yeah. I mean, I can shoot him again, but that's kind of cheating.
Okay. In which case, Lunan, you're also the closest one, so I'll give you a perception check, Lunan, before we all roll initiative. Okay. As you cast Lunan, your vision is almost obscured by the sight in front of you. What you can see, this lightning shape in front of you, almost resembles a tear in the fabric of the space itself. And glistening through, you can almost see through to the other side. And what you do see is a creature almost beating its wings as it flaps and bashes
Oh,
against the
Damn.
sky itself. It is, from where you're looking, it looks like an Aarakocra, but from this distance, it's by far larger than anything you have ever seen. It's got two heads. In one hand, it carries a war standard, a blazing pole with a banner on the top, which radiates the same charcoal purple smoke that is coming out of these Aarakocra around it. Its eyes and everything else around it, it's surrounded by this smoke as it almost tries to break through the crack in front of you. He's at least 25 feet tall, robed in tattered purple toga. And his clawed feet have got sandals that are definitely too small for him. The clawed fingers holding the standard, each claw itself is the size of a longsword. And the enormous wings with grey and purple plumage beat as it floats in the air. The bling on his arms, his head, gold bangles and brass bangles dangling off his persona, and as you look into the void, you can almost swear it looks back at you. Now let's roll initiative, please.
Can you clear the tracker first?
Yeah. Cleared and reset, sir.
thank you very much. Question, DM. Has the creature already exited the portal?
No. Only Lunan for now can actually see into, let's call it a portal.
Lunan is terrified. He'll get rolled a 1.
Seems cold. He wants his birdie back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So let me add them, and let me add you. Okay. So, as the longbow arrows fly out and land into the body of the Aarakocra summoning, 2 crossbow bolts fly and shoot the one in the sky above Lunan. Yelena, it is you up first.
Oh my god.
My initiative is 4 and the direwolf's is 12.
Oh, you rolled twice.
Hold on.
Oh, actually, no, it's 1 initiative. Yes, also 12, actually.
So yours
You,
is
you,
4 and the direwolf is 12.
Yes.
Done.
DM, you might want to roll initiative for the regular Arakocra. I don't know.
Oh, he has.
I
It's
have
17.
17.
They're
Oh,
ready.
I thought it was the huge thing. Never mind.
Oh,
It's not into this reality yet. Yet.
It's on its way.
That's a good thing.
Alright, she'll come over here and she'll shoot the guy that she was shooting before in an attempt to maybe finish him off.
mm-hmm.
18.
18 hits.
Oh, where? Oh, yeah. 8 points.
8 points. It's still flying.
He's still flying.
With
She'll
3
go
crossbow bolts
again.
sticking out of it.
He's looking great. Yeah, I assume a 23.
Mm-hmm. That hits. Come on, Yelena.
Oh, it's 6 points.
Okay.
Again.
And with that, he does indeed 4 crossbow bolts piercing his chest as he's about to plummet downwards. His wings stop flapping and he drops down, falling out of the sky onto the ground.
Very good. And she'll just run up further. But not there. And that is her turn.
Okay. Right. The Aarakocra around here stops circling. These two are going to dive down. That one and down. Those two are going to go for your direwolf.
No.
Let's just turn it a little bit softer. 10, 15, 20, 21, 30. Those ones are going to fly there. That one's going to fly to there. Okay. Right, so Valrus, for your direwolf, 15.
Yeah, that's it. That hits.
Do you have the stats for it, or were you using a direwolf stats?
I do have the stats.
Okay, so the first one hits.
He's probably dead.
It takes 5, 6, 7 points.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, poor guy. As the Aarakocra swoops in, kills it. The other one swoops in to attack it as well, and then stops and lands next to the other guy. The rest of the Aarakocra move there. Vargo, the one just above you, I'm going to roll a perception check for him. Just to see if he notices you from above as he looks around. So it's an 8 plus 1 is a 9. So I'm going to say he just doesn't. So he spends around looking around.
Do you want me to roll stealth?
No.
Alright.
No, but he was fixated on elsewhere in a reverie, so let's move on to Dusted Coal.
Trying to keep Vargo's cover a little bit. I'm gonna take 2 shots at that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one above him, that is.
2 shots on the one above Vargo.
Yeah, a 10 probably doesn't hit.
Does not know.
A 22 though.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my feline agility to join. I'm a little Vargo. Would you like me to come up and have a protective barrier against next to you? Maybe that's better.
I mean, you do you. Just
Yeah. Dustin's gonna use feline agility and move 60 feet next to Vargo.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stop doing that so fast.
And I have a bonus action, but I don't know what to use it for. Dustin's gonna drop his longbow where he is.
Okay.
And this is gonna be so dumb because they're all flying. And take out his dagger.
Okay. And just stand there.
Yeah, that's his turn.
Okay, that's your turn. In which case it brings me up to my shaman chap next. Right. I think Lunan here is going to cast, as he gets hit from, he doesn't see anything but you try to cast a spell at him, so he is going to cast Mind Sliver on you. I need an intelligence save, please.
Rolling crap today. I'll get you next session.
Okay, and that is 8 points of damage from Mind Sliver. That's psychic damage, and you subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw you make before the end of your next turn.
Next saving throw before the end of my turn.
Next turn, yeah.
It's the end of the turn of the caster, isn't it?
Yes. The end of his
Okay.
next turn.
That makes sense.
Right, that brings us to Vargo.
I see Dusted dropping the crossbow and taking out his dagger. I think, oh, good idea. I will cast Fly on both of us, actually, at 4th level.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Alright. Then you still have some movement.
60 feet, to be precise, which I will use to move over there, I guess. Yeah, I'm 30 feet in the air at the moment. 30? No, 25.
And
Use it well. I say to Dusted, hoping he realizes he can fly.
as you fly away. Okay. That your turn?
Yeah.
Which brings us to Valrus.
Okay. How high up are like
They're about 40 feet in the air.
both of
Um,
these?
Which both of...
This one and this one.
Oh, I can't see anything on the map moving.
Oh,
Are you going for the ones on the far side on the east, or the ones near the direwolf's body?
no, I'm thinking of the one that's next to or close to Lunan and the one that's close to Dusted.
Oh, okay, I was looking in the completely the wrong place. Yeah, they are busy. The one above Dusted is looking like he's about to dive down, and the one in front of Lunan is actually dive bombing Lunan.
And they're
About 20
how
feet.
high?
20
feet.
feet. Yeah.
Okay. If I go there, like about there, I think I should reach them both. If I would like to try and cast hold person on both of them with
Okay.
my twinned spell, which is DC 16, I think. Wisdom save.
DC 16 wisdom save from the one above Dusted. Okay. He gets a +1. He fails. The one above Lunan. Oops. Send that to the game log. They both fail.
Perfect. There we go.
So do you want to send that to the game log? I think that's concentration, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so. There we go. If they're
Good news
humanoid, it
is
works.
they fall.
Unless they have hover, right? Or is it even... Oh god, they might fall, yeah.
Yeah, they will, but I just want to see if they take damage. They still are paralyzed, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As they fall,
Yeah.
so... Okay, in which case, roll 2d6 for me, would you? As they plummet out of the sky, paralyzed.
4. Not a lot, but it's something.
Okay.
I mean, they are prone as well.
So... I suppose there's no whole person on your list there, but you've already marked them paralyzed. There you go.
Yeah. And so they take criticals from 5 feet away as well,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
anyone hits them.
And is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Lunan.
Lunan takes a closer look at the ritual. What, like, how far gone is it? Like, can he get an idea on how close it is to succeed?
I'm gonna give you a roll to have a look, and let's say it's gonna have to be Arcana, isn't it?
Most likely.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll Arcana for me, please.
I can't roll for anything today.
I mean, what you can tell is that the 2 arrows embedded themselves in the caster, and he's stopped chanting, or he's lost his concentration on it.
Yeah.
but the tear that you've seen is not diminishing in size at all. It's also not growing.
That's positive. In that case, Luna will just take a step back and shoot at him, at the caster with a guiding bolt, first level.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of these bad rolls.
Oh my god. Change your die.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. No offense, Anders.
Oh no, none taken. As I said when I gifted them was that I take no responsibility for any of the rolls.
Indeed. Right. That'll bring us to the end of round 1. I'm tempted to say, well, let's call it a night here.
Yeah,
it's a good moment.
Yeah, and we will pick up next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, I didn't even realize what time it was.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the session.
It was very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I won't actually. I'm going to bite my tongue and not give anything away.
Yes, please.
I mean, I realized that I have a straight flight towards the caster of 60 feet, but that will take me very awfully close to the portal. I'm just
Oh
saying.
my god. If you accidentally enter the portal and then it closes, it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Dusted is gone in that case.
yeah, pretty much.
Valrus, you moved closer, didn't you? I'll give you a perception check as well.
Oh. Let's see. 7.
Stefan wants to tell us so bad.
Maybe you should give your goggles of eyesight to Valrus, actually.
I know, man. God. Valrus. What?
I'll put points into wisdom on my next level.
Don't you have, like, bless on you or guidance?
No.
No, oh yeah, because.
But what I do have is inspiration.
Oh, that's true.
I will use that.
Oh god.
Do you want to roll a d10
Oh, no.
to add, or do you want to re-roll?
I don't know which one would be better.
Probably
Reroll has
reroll.
a higher percentage chance for
Which
you.
one has higher?
Reroll.
Yep.
Okay, reroll.
4.5
We're praying for you.
compared to 5, yeah.
As you cast Hold Person on the 2 Aarakocra and they drop to the ground, making your way over, you have a glance at the middle of the summoning circle.
Oh god!
Nice!
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
Stefan. It's okay. We will find out.
You know, just for the heck of it, can you use Dusted's inspiration?
Yes.
Another 7, please.
Oh my
Yes!
God.
Jackpot.
Unbelievable.
6 is the number of the beast.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy.
You actually rolled 2 6s in a row, didn't you?
Yeah. He sees the beast.
I see the beast.
Awesome. Oh boy.
Looking out. Valrus, looking out, you can swear that what you see through the crack is something that you've seen in a dream.
Ooh.
Rows upon rows of armored Aarakocra flying behind this 2-headed god.
I mean, it's Rift Wars. The jungle. It's about time.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. We better stop this.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
right, let's leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything more now. 6s in a row. I can't
Just in case you risk spoiling anything, yeah.
believe it. Awesome.
but it's all okay. I'll have my replacement character ready for next week.
Oh, because you're going straight for the caster, are you?
It's 60 feet in a straight line through the portal.
Oh yeah. Why ever not?
Oh boy. I might have something to help, maybe, but whether or not I will. I was thinking of using my channel of divinity.
Mhm.
Yeah. Next round, next time I will be rolling well again. So then I dare to do some stuff.
It's very sad. I figured, I've got that key that gives me the enhances necrotic attacks. I'll take blight, and then the first enemies we see after that are not just resistant, not just immune. They absorb.
They absorb it. Yeah, it's worse than immunity. They absorb it.
What a shame.
Oh darn.
It's fine. We are fine, guys.
Yeah. No.
Until we're not.
Mm. Or until you fall in through the rift.
Yeah.
You say fall.
Fly.
Fly. Dive. Right. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Well, for streaming purposes.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Goodbye.